Why is China interested in improving relations with Nepal? Where is Nepal located? Nepal is located within the Himalayas, right between India and China. So it has an important role between the two countries. It doesn't want to become too close to China, but it also doesn't want to become too close to India. If it becomes too close with one, it might make the other one angry and they might try to influence it more. But it doesn't want to become too influenced by one of them because then maybe its culture will be eroded. So its location between the two countries is important. What is also important is its historical relationship with Tibet. The first emperor of the Empire of Tibet, many hundred years ago, his wife was a princess from Nepal. And ever since Tibet became part of China after the Communist Revolution in the 1950s, uh, some Tibetans have not been happy with that. So there has been unrest in Taiwan, and a few of those, not Taiwan, in Tibet. And a proportion of Tibetans have left the country, have gone to places like Nepal. There are refugees living in Nepal. So this is one reason that maybe China would be interested in working with Nepal. Actually, I've mentioned two reasons. One, because of China's relationship with India, and two, because of the Tibetans living in Nepal. Also, just simply because Nepal is a southern neighbor or southwestern neighbor of China in the Himalayas. But India is important because China and India have some issues related to borders. There's two areas in particular in the Himalayas that there have been border clashes in the past couple decades or even the past 50 years. And having Nepal as a friend in these situations would be useful. And that is why China has been investing in Nepal, especially recently. This week, some politicians from China visited Nepal, um, and Nepal has been part of China's Belt and Road Initiative since 2017. Although in the documents that have been recently signed this week, Nepal doesn't actually mention that, but China has invested in two airports in Nepal and some other projects there. But there are still more Nepalese people living in India um, than living in China, and India remains the top investor into Nepal. Also, there is still a religious similarity between Nepalese and Indians with the Buddhism there, also with the Tibetans because the Tibetans are still Buddhist. So definitely an interesting situation. So yeah, maybe Nepal is nowhere you've been before, but it's definitely an important country, and its location is between two of the rising superpowers at the moment. Cool.